Hi, I'm Jeff from Baby & Co in Bristol, and I'm here with Victor from AXKID Sweden to talk about the fantastic new AXKID One 3. Suitable from 6 months through to 125 centimeters or around 7 years of age. So Victor, let's just talk me through some of these key features and the differences on the version 3. So talk me through kind of really from top to bottom all the changes you've done, because there's been quite a few.
Yeah, so first of all, the new fabrics, which we spend a lot of time on, not just with quality of the fabrics and touch and feeling, which is way better, but also with the fitting of the fabrics. You got a brand new type of style to attach it to the seat, and it also made us do the fitting more properly. It looks more tight and way much better, and we actually managed to get the glue levels down very much because we are doing it in a different way, and it's just a better fit basically. And
so in terms of the feel of the fabric, so it feels a lot more premium now. There's a lot more padding running through all the fabrics, so the actual kind of the backing on the fabrics feels a lot more plush. AXKID are really pushing ahead with being a very sustainable circular company, so all of these are now fully recycled fabrics.
Yes, they are.
Easily washable as well, so this is something that's going to keep its look and feel through the life of the product. And then you've added a few more key features to this as well, haven't you?
Yes, we did. And one part is actually the inlay, which is also adaptive to the size of your child. So you can remove the sides the same way as we did with the plus inlay, with just 2 snap buttons. And then you still have the lumbar support, and you raise the child up, and you're making the child come out a bit for the harness routing. But some childs are a bit wider, and then you can remove the side but still have a great belt routing.
Mm-hmm. So this newborn insert, this 6-month to toddler insert is going to go up to 105 centimeters, so around sort of 3.5 to 4. But again, this is about getting the optimum fit in the seat. So it can change from child to child, but we want to try and boost the child up to fit the harness as well as we can. And then for additional comfort, then we've got the new Sleep Well system on here as well.
Yes, we do. We have a new knob for the recline function or the Sleep Well function, which makes it easier to handle. It also comes with a lot of upgrades inside the seat, which you don't want to see with your bare eye, but you're going to feel it and make it just more better.
So a smoother action.
Yeah.
Easier to use, yeah.
Yes, easier to use, that's the word.
So the other features I quite like, and I'm a sucker for magnets, they've added magnets into the harness as well now. So in terms of easy entry, as the child, move that head support up slightly. So you can hold your harness out the way, so it's going to be really super easy to put the child in and out of the seat. Another key feature, which I think a lot of customers don't appreciate. So these handles on here, obviously they're part of the structure of the seat to make it strong and durable, but the concept is that the child can actually climb into the seat themselves as they get older. So this is almost like a little grab handle, making it super easy to get into the seat. If we remove these inserts, so again, these are all on snaps. So as the child grows, you can remove those.
Yes, I can just do one quickly. Yes.
So yeah, it's going to fine tune it as if you've got a slightly broader child. You can remove those side wings, but you're still boosting the child up to hit the harness. AXKID also want to kind of shout out about some of the key features on their seat. So they've added a few kind of key points on the side as well, just to highlight what those main features are. So Victor, if you want to talk us through all these key points that you want to shout about.
So it's basically that it's 40 to 125 centimeters, because this is the plus version. We also said what type of dummies we are testing it with, which is everything from a Q0 up to a Q6 with the plus version. So that's the smallest doll, and the doll up to comparable for 7 years if you look at the charts. It also says that it's reach tested, which is the test that it's not mandatory, but it's something that we do anyway, which is a chemical test, and it's one of the hardest tests to pass, but it's very important for us that there are no chemicals in our seats. So we actually doesn't just test the fabric, we test the entire seat in the reach test. And it's pass or fail, and if you pass the reach test, you've done good. So it's a very hard test and very many chemicals. I actually don't have top of mind how many it is, but it's a lot, which is great.
Yeah, it's really important. We see some seats from time to time when they're independently tested get pulled up on different chemicals within the seat. So AXKID are really kind of making a bold move to make sure that their seat is, it's recycled, it's sustainable, it's chemical free, it's the best place for your little one.
Yeah, it really is. And we do have some more features here, like what type of materials we're using. We're using EPP 35 for the cup, which is a very sustainable material, and it's also very good in crash scenarios. So it's taking a lot of force in an eventual crash, and it actually, compared to the traditional EPS, which is basically white, the white polystyrene.
Yeah,
so white polystyrene. Yeah.
A good way for consumers when they're looking at seats and being able to work out what's a more basic seat and what's a premium product. The EPP, the black polystyrene, which you can see on the side of here, this is a far more superior material than the plain polystyrene that you might get on some more basic products. So that's like a really good indicator that AXKID are investing in better materials, which kind of does set this seat apart from other products on the market.
Yes, they do, and it's also a recyclable material and it's lightweight. So the entire seat weighs less than 10 kilos, which is very good for both availability of 23 kilos, of course, but also for the sustainability, that we are using less material to create a car seat or build a car seat. And that is very key for us with the sustainability part.
And this is really what sets AXKID One 3 apart from other isofix rear-facing seats or swivel seats on the market. A general swivel eye-size product is going to be around sort of 15 kilos for the seat, which gives you really a maximum weight of around 18 kilos for the child. So AXKID taking all this weight out of their seat gives you more size and more weight for the child, and that's why we can get up to those 23 kilos, a 7-year-old. I think one of the important things that we want to try and get across to our customers in store, that yes, this is an expensive product, but across the life of the product, it's actually better value than a traditional rotating seat. And really, you've got to ask yourself, the main question is, when are you going to be happy for your child to forward face? If it's going to be 2.5 to 3.5 when you grow out of your swivel rotating seat, are you going to be happy at that point, put them in a high back booster? If the answer is no, then you're going to be forced to buy another seat before your high back booster, which is extra expense. Where if you go for this from either from birth or from once the child grows out of their infant carrier, then this is going to give you a better value product. It's going to see you through to 6 to 7 years of age. The child will be well into their high back booster mode by that period. So they're going to be more developed in their structure and their bones. It's a safer time to move them across to a high back booster. So yep, we understand money's tight, and this is not the cheapest seat on the market, but across the life of the product, it's by far the best value. And that's kind of the important thing, is to make that differentiation between kind of cost and value. So we've talked about the new fabrics, but there's some extra enhancements on the AXKID One 3 for added comfort for the child.
Yeah, so we added this padded back panel part. So we cover up the hole that creates between the headrest and the cup. So added comfort in this, and it really looks good, and it's way more comfy now. What I also want to talk about is we actually have a brand new way of removing the fabric for a possible wash or whatever. So it's basically just 2 buttons here and here to open this part, and then it's hooked around the seat, and then you pull it off like a sweater. Mm-hmm. So it's super easy to take the fabric on and off.
Great. And I think that was one of the feedback that we were getting on the first and second generation, that although the performance was always been fantastic, it was quite a hard material that was on the child. But now that we can really feel that there's a lot of padding, it does feel like super comfortable, really great memory foam across the head support as well. So all of this, it's just for added comfort. The child's going to be really happy in the seat. So we talked about the upgrades and the new features. So for me, what sets this apart is the ease of use. Extended rear facing products can sometimes scare some customers. They think, oh, this is overly complicated. This solves all those problems. The fit on this will be literally seconds. Super lightweight, so particularly this is great. So if we have customers come in wanting a rear facing product and are moving it between vehicles regularly, this is what we would encourage customers to look at. If you're doing tethered rear facing seats really frequently, like several times a week, then there's a potential you're going to open up misuse opportunities. Or if grandparents are using the seat and you're having to switch it between your car and their car, they're maybe not so familiar with the product. This gets around all of those problems. So Victor, if you want to just quickly demonstrate the fit for me. Yes. This is super light as well. So particularly for grandparents, it's not a heavy seat to lift like a normal swivel seat. You know, it's 15 kilos. This is significantly lighter. So yeah, let's just show us how quick and easy this is.
So it's a 6-step installation. Super easy installation. So the first two things you do outside of your car. So you fold the support leg down and it will turn green up here. And then you pull the anti-rotation bar by pulling this button to the right and pulling the bar towards you. So this is how you have the seat while going into your car. Then you mount the ISOFIX. It turns green on the upside. Then you let the bar go. You twist it until it clicks. And then pull the support leg down. Last step is to put on the ASIP, but it's already there. So we're good to go. So
it's literally seconds. We've got very, very clear green indicators like you would expect on any ISOFIX product. For me, this is as easy as it can get. There's very few kind of adjustments, very few opportunities to get it wrong. You get a very solid installation. What's also great as well is this is fully adjustable. So with a tethered rear facing seat, if you want to create more or less space in the vehicle or for the child, then you have to kind of semi-uninstall the seat or fully uninstall it, adjust it and refit it. With this, it's seconds.
Yes, so you have the button on the back, which use our space flow system and activates that. So you pull the button to the left and then you just pull it back and forth and you have steps. And it gives you up to 30 centimeters of leg space, which is very unique.
Huge leg room for the child. On the side of the seat, you've got some guides as well, haven't you, to give the customer some indication of where they should be sitting the seat at different ages, and in addition to the amount of recline. This is great. We've recommended this for customers who, most of the time, it might be just one parent and the child in the back, in which case the front passenger seat can be all the way forward, the seat can be fully extended, loads of legroom and space for the child. But for family days out, when everybody's in the car, then you can just adjust this back and it's done in seconds, which is really, really easy.
Yeah, so another feature which is also really good with this space flow system is that if you are leaving your child at kindergarten or whatever and someone needs more space in the seat, in the passenger seat, you can just, not while driving of course, we would never recommend that, but you can just lean back, pull this one and make the car seat go away, and it will take minimum space in the car. It's very nice.
So when you're in those first couple of positions, this is under the iSize umbrella, isn't it? So it fits within the space of iSize. So it's a compact seat in those early modes, and then after 105 centimeters, you want some more leg room, then you've got it for the child as well. This
is actually iSize approved all the way up to 125 centimeters, which also is a very good thing. So if you have an iSize car, it will fit in your car. So it's very, very honest and very clear. So if you have iSize, it's compatible.
Perfect. So now we've got the seat fully installed. Victor, if you want to just talk me through what kind of sets this apart in terms of its general frame and construction.
Yes, so we do have the Protect frame, which is basically the frame of the security of the seat. This is what makes it really safe, together with one big cup of EPP and material EPP, what we talked about earlier, and that compared to EPS is that EPP is still a styrofoam, but instead of going back and get stuck there, the EPP bounces back as well. So it's very good for absorbing forces. And that together with the Protect frame, which is an airplane graded aluminum mix all around the seat, taking the big hit from the cup. So it's a frame around here, which is visible and also creates the easy climbing system. And it's also going back at the back of the seat. So it's basically a frame with a big piece of EPP form fitted into it. And that's what makes it really, really strong.
So yeah, basically creating this kind of safety zone, almost like a F1 car. You know, you're in this like safe zone that they're always going to be protected within.
Yes, it's like the baby's in a cocoon. So yes, and what we also see on the side of the seat is the color-coded or color-matched A-zip, and also that the mesh is color-coded with the seat. And on the previous one and 1.2, it was black mesh on all seats, and this one comes in 5 colors, and all 5 colors had the color-matched mesh and A-zip.
So the new season's colors are absolutely fantastic. So AXKID 1.3 is approved to the new regulation R129, but more importantly, it's also gone through the Swedish Plus test. And as Victor's here from Sweden, we'll get him to explain exactly why that's so important and why this is such a special seat.
Yes, so this seat is plus tested all the way up to 23 kilos, which makes it unique. And the plus test, just describe it shortly, is that it's using higher speeds and also shorter braking distance, which make the crash violence way harder than any of the R129 testing and so on. But most importantly, it measures neck forces. So that is why it's only rear-facing cars that actually can approve the plus test, and that's basically for spreading the forces all the way over the back instead of putting too much force on the neck, which is a weak part of a child. So it's plus tested all the way up to 23 kilos, and we are very proud of that.
And something else worth noting that, you know, AXKID, obviously it passes all the safety standards, all the independent tests really well, but internally you kind of go a little bit further than that, don't you?
Yeah, we do. With many of our products, we are over-testing them, and we are trying to do as much external testing as possible, because the approval is one part, but the over-testing phase is something that actually drives the entire business forward, and it's pushing us as developers of seat to think outside of the box to become even better. So we are all for the over-testing and additional testing of the products.
So to have a Isofix rear-facing product tested up to 125 centimeters as a 7-year-old is really quite a rare thing. There's not many products in the market that offer that range with such an easy fit. We do offer a range of 36 kilo or 25 kilo extended rear-facing seats with a harness, but having the ease of fit with Isofix it really kind of pays for itself. But to be able to pass that test with those huge loads is quite an impressive feat, and they've worked on it for a long time. You know, taking the weight out of the product but still keeping it really safe is quite an achievement.
Yeah, it really is. It was very many smart people working on this seat, to be honest. It was amazing to see the progress, and that we actually managed to do all these things in one seat. This is an Isofix rear ERF car seat where you actually handle the entire rear-facing period. So you can go from this into a booster seat, which at the time where we invented AXKID One wasn't possible with Isofix. We were first in the market.
Yeah, it's really kind of a game changer in the industry. It's really made everybody else have to raise their game a little bit. Everybody's kind of chasing AXKID, which is a good position to be in. We recommend rear-facing, extended rear-facing in store. We appreciate that these are expensive products, but they are an investment. They're an investment in safety, and across the life of the product, they are a more economical solution than potentially going from either infant carrier, toddler seat into a high back booster, or having to find an interim product in the middle. This will be a better solution. If you've got any questions about the new AXKID One 3, please comment below and we'll get straight back to you.